Hello, everyone. We're Group 128, Five Guys Leadership Advisors. Today, we're excited to share our project titled Building the Next Generation Amazon's Leadership Pipeline. This presentation examines how Amazon continuously identifies, develops, and measures the leaders who drive one of the most complex global organizations on Earth. We'll show how Amazon builds leadership capability at every level, from warehouse managers to senior executives, and how that system impacts employees, stakeholders, and the company's long-term success. Before we dive in, let's quickly introduce ourselves and the unique perspective each of us brought to this project. My name is Aiden Weld, and I served as our brand manager and strategic coordinator, focusing
My,
on how Amazon's leadership brand supports its business reputation.
my name is Joseph Gentile. I'm our analytics and operations specialist. I analyze Amazon's internal systems for measuring performances.
My name is Diego Cardenas. I was our PR and stakeholder relations coordinator, and I connected Amazon's internal leadership strategy to its broader impact on employees and communities.
My name is Miles Edwards, our communications and visual lead, ensuring our findings translate clearly into this presentation.
My name is Evan Spence, and I was the research lead, and I compiled key insights from company data and the leadership case studies.
Together, we combine perspectives from management, analytics, and communications to understand not just what happens at Amazon's leadership pipeline, but why it works so effectively. Now that you know who we are, let's take a look at what we'll be covering today and how our discussion is organized. Our topic focuses on the concept of a leadership pipeline, a structured process organizations use to identify high potential employees, equip them with the right skills, and guide them into future leadership roles. The idea behind this pipeline is straightforward but incredibly powerful. By developing talent internally, companies strengthen succession planning, promote consistency in values and decision making, and secure long-term organizational stability as leadership transitions over time. In Amazon's case, leadership development isn't treated as a one-time training or a standalone department. It's woven directly into the company's culture and daily operations. Every project, meeting, and decision is seen as an opportunity to model and reinforce leadership behaviors. This approach is what makes Amazon's system distinct. Rather than hiring leadership talent from outside, Amazon cultivates leaders from within. People who already understand its customer-centric philosophy and its demanding performance standards. That internal focus gives Amazon a sustainable competitive edge. Here's what we'll cover today. An overview of Amazon's leadership and development pipeline, explaining how the company identifies and nurtures emerging leaders. The key pipeline components, programs like the Pinnacle and Catapult that provide training, mentorship, and real business. Amazon's leadership framework, its 16 leadership principles that serve as a foundation for every managerial decision. A look at how leadership success is measured, the metrics Amazon used to evaluate performance and potential, and finally, how the pipeline benefits Amazon, its employees, and stakeholders, connecting leadership development to tangible business and cultural outcomes. By walking through these sections, we'll show you how Amazon's leadership pipeline doesn't just fill positions. It builds the mindset and capabilities that keep the company innovative and resilient. With that foundation in place, let's start by examining how Amazon defines leadership from within and the structures it uses to build that next generation of leaders.
Thank you, Aiden. Amazon's leadership pipeline is built on a strong cultural foundation. It's 16 leadership principles. These principles describe not only how Amazon does business, but how leaders lead and how customers remain at the center of every decision. Some examples include customer obsession, where they start with the customer and work backwards, ownership, where they take full responsibility for their outcomes, invent and simplify, continuously innovating to find better, simpler solutions, hire and develop the best, raising the performance bar by investing in future leaders, and striving to be Earth's best employer, building an inclusive and empowering work environment. Every principle ties back to the idea that leadership is learned through action, accountability, and curiosity. These principles aren't slogans. They're used in hiring, training, and even performance reviews. Now that we understand the foundation of Amazon's leadership philosophy, we can explore how it's put into practice through structured programs and initiatives. Amazon's leadership development process can be broken down into 4 major components. First is the identification of talent. Amazon uses structured programs like Pinnacle and Catapult to identify employees with leadership potential early in their careers. Second, development programs provide hands-on learning through leadership courses and training tools. Amazon's internal development experts design these programs to strengthen both technical and behavioral leadership skills. Third, experience opportunities. These expose employees to real-world challenges, such as stretch assignments and cross-functional projects. This develops decision-making and problem-solving skills. Finally, the evaluation and feedback portion ensures accountability. Participants receive guidance from mentors, leaders, and coaches who can provide continuous feedback to track progress and reinforce Amazon's principles. Together, these 4 steps form a system that doesn't just find leaders, it creates them. And now that we've covered all these components, we can visualize how all these connect with Amazon's larger leadership framework.
Thank you, Joey. So, Amazon's leadership framework can be visualized as a continuous cycle of growth and accountability. It's divided into 5 major categories, each category representing a core aspect of how Amazon defines effective leadership. The first category is customer and results focus. This begins with the customer and works backward, delivering measurable results, thinking big, taking calculated risks, and being resourceful in solving problems. Leaders are expected to act quickly and efficiently while maintaining a relentless commitment to customer satisfaction. Secondly, ownership and accountability. Leaders act on behalf of the entire company, not just their teams. They take responsibility for outcomes, challenge decisions respectfully, verify details, and show strong judgment. At Amazon, accountability means never saying, "That's not my job." Every leader owns the success of the organization. Third, innovation and simplification. Here, curiosity and continuous learning drive improvement. Amazon encourages its employees to question assumptions, seek new knowledge, and streamline complex processes into simpler, more effective solutions. Innovation isn't just a one-time act, it's a habit, it's something that Amazon sits on. Talent and team development. Amazon believes leadership means raising up others. Leaders are expected to hire and develop the best talent, maintain high standards, and earn trust through transparency and integrity. This creates teams that outperform consistently and grow sustainably. Lastly, culture and responsibility. Amazon emphasizes building a safe, inclusive workplace where everyone can thrive. Leaders use Amazon's scale to make a positive impact, not just inside the company in a warehouse or office, but across communities and environments it touches. Overall, the circular model shows that leadership at Amazon is never static. Rather, it is dynamic. Once leaders complete one cycle, they begin another, constantly learning, innovating, and striving to deliver better results. The process builds a culture of momentum where improvement is constant and leadership development never ends. So, how does Amazon know if this system is actually working? To find out, the company tracks leadership success through structured evaluations that measure not only performance outcomes, but also how closely employees embody these core principles.
In 2025, Amazon introduced a new 3-tiered evaluation system that measures leadership success more precisely. The 3 tiers are performance, potential, and leadership principles. This means employees are not only evaluated on what they achieve, but how they achieve it, aligning with performance with Amazon's culture. Every employee receives an overall value that influences promotions, raises, and development plans. The top 5% are recognized as role models who consistently demonstrate exceptional alignment with the leadership principles. These are also 5%. There are also 5 performance tiers, ranging from the top performers and to those needing improvement, ensuring evaluations are transparent and fair. Finally, Amazon uses high judgment reviews, structured sessions where managers gather diverse feedback to reduce bias and ensure evaluations reflect the reality. With this system in place, Amazon has created a leadership model that fuels both accountability and performance. Let's now explore the tangible benefits of this approach. Amazon's leadership pipeline creates a ripple effect across the organization. It provides cultural alignment, ensuring every employee shares the same principles and decision-making standards. It enables speed and innovation, since teams operate under a unified vision. It also fosters empowered leadership, where individuals at all levels can take initiative and make data-driven decisions. This model drives scalable growth and operational efficiency, allowing Amazon to stay aligned despite its size. Finally, the culture of transparency and accountability, where decisions must be backed by data, strengthened between teams and leadership. In short, the system doesn't just measure performance, it sustains a culture of excellence and innovation. And while Amazon and company benefits greatly, its employees and stakeholders also gain a significant advantage from this leadership pipeline.
Thank you, Miles. For employees, Amazon's leadership pipeline means career growth and empowerment. Leaders at Amazon are expected to develop other leaders. This means mentorship, autonomy, and skill building are all built into daily work. Employees have access to development tools, coaching, and clear paths for advancement, which promotes fairness and long-term engagement across the company. For stakeholders, this leadership consistency ensures reliable decision-making, trust, and stability. Customers, investors, and partners benefit from a company culture that values responsibility, innovation, and integrity. These principles form the core foundation of Amazon's long-term success, promoting trust and confidence while delivering long-term value and maintaining operational efficiency. In conclusion, Amazon's leadership pipeline is more than just a management strategy. It is the engine that powers the company's growth and culture from the inside out. To wrap up, Amazon's approach to leadership development is a model for how companies can grow sustainably. By embedding its leadership principles into every layer of the organization, from hiring to eval, Amazon ensures that its future leaders are not only capable, but culturally aligned. Together, these strategies create a continuous cycle of growth, innovation, and trust that keeps Amazon at the forefront of global leadership. Thank you for listening.